Hey there, Russell traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the Russell and market recap for February 13th, 2014. It is 3:15 West Coast time. Thank you to all the traders that joined us in the trading room today on No Cost Thursdays. You can join us next Thursday. Please make sure you visit my blog site or catch the link via Twitter or StockTwits 15 minutes prior to the market open. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only, to support your knowledge in the market, see what's going through my head, like today, or on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan, and always have a stop when placing a trade. Well, there, Jedi traders, with economic data out in the morning, Janet Yellen's supposing to talk today, which never happened. All market indices popping to the upside. As we can see, we pushed above 25-minute open ranges on each prospective indice. ES fairly well above the 1-hour open range. YM following suit. NASDAQ chopping up alongside with the TF Russell and eventually pushing upside towards the afternoon session. It's all starting out in the morning. First tweet of the day was, market is in the red. As we could see, price action really turned around for the remainder of the day, finishing very strong in the green. Looking for an AD above 750 for target number 3 today. 3 of 3 on a reverse day. That's how I called it in the room today, with each small targets to the upside. Looking at each of the market indices and their pivot and support lines, we can see the ES pushed above the daily pivot to the CAM L4. Camarilla pivot, really the line of defense here on the ES and the YM, including the TF here, until it broke upside on an AD above 750. The chart of the day was really on the EMA. As we could see, early morning entry on the EMA, 534, would have been the best entry. But with market internals to the south in all red, my only action was to the downside. Of course, unless my data feed was incorrect. With price action turning upside through the open range, 5 above 34 would have been the early entry without a Fibonacci line here as we retrace to the 23% above it. Looking to the 5, 13, 21, and 80 only until above the 25-minute open range, confirming the 5 above the 34 for the long-term trade here. As we could see, 5 stayed above the 34 EMA for the remainder of the trading day. So one entry, if you had the patience to sit it out, above 200 ticks for the day. Not too bad. So as we can see here, Fibonacci retracement gave us trade management above the 1-hour open range. Target hit, chopping up alongside to fib target 2, and eventually chopping sideways for the remainder of the session. Here on the quad, let's take a look at the big picture. Starting out the day well below the daily gap. Price action way down on all 4 indices. Gap chasers having a thrill of a day. Starting below CAM L4 with market in the red, I thought this market was turning south. But with market internals improving, it was all about the AD coming up above 750 and then going for the long. But as my trading rules apply, price action above the 25-minute open range high had a nice breakout here to target number 1, which was the daily gap and pivot. So I went for that for trade number 1, chopping up alongside target number 1. The only way I was getting back in was if we had gone past 1-hour OR high, open range high, to target number 2, which was going to be the Camarilla H4. As we can see here, price action really chopping up sideways along the CAM. A trifecta of lines here with daily R1 and post 30-minute R3. And eventually, as price action broke above on the AD line, above 750, as we could see here at 11:15 West Coast time, signifying the push upside towards target number 3, as I posted in the trading room and on Twitter, only on an AD of 750 plus, where we're coming to the daily R2 and actually posting a little bit of upside as that as well. With Fibonacci targets in play, as we could see here on the EMA, 1143.5 was was the upside target. That was well above 1114.3, 1143.5 right up here. So that was above our monthly pivot 1141.2, and so you had even a higher target as well. Simplify all things, remove all the indicators. Pivot lines help me know where there might be buildup of support and resistance, but it's really keeping it simple, folks. 5 above 34, exponential moving average. Entry number 1 above the 25-minute open range. 1 hour open range here at 1133. Entry number 2 to the Camarilla H4 line, and then re-entry on entry number 3, as I wanted to see an AD line, which was actually the best move of the day from 1137 up through the fib targets, which almost gave a 90 plus tick drive. Not too shabby on a reverse day. Wish the market internals from the beginning of the day were showing to the upside. But hey, I only trade what's in the charts in front of me. Who knew what type of day it would be? This concludes today's market wrap. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My trading mantra of know one thing, know it well rings true for all markets. I might look at other charts, but I only can keep my finger on one trigger at a time. Whether you trade the ES, the YM, the NQ, my plan will keep you disciplined, or any equity for that matter. You can find me every day on Twitter at Trading Fibs, and as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only trade what's in front of me and on my charts. Hey everybody, have a great and wonderful Blue Zone day.